it on yet or no? Okay. Where's the button on here to zoom in, like on the scoreboard? I thought it was on the screen somewhere.
Yeah, you can do it that way or manually.
Which one do I hit on the screen?
So click function, top left corner,
You're feeding out.
and then you should see zoom.
Zoom, yep,
On that.
thanks.
Yeah.
I got people that the games are in.
It's right here.
12, 1, 2, all right.
WGRN's here too. And I asked them, they said they have the cable that they did the audio on it. Yeah, it's on. It feels good. They have the cable. They can do their audio over top of your video.
We'll set it up for that next time.
Next time?
Yeah. To be able to stretch it from there to here. Reset everything up again.
Just think on the 23rd and Saturday when we have games in both gyms.
Yeah, that's good. See if he remembers, because I can't remember. It will be to the house. It's like studio house. cuts out, it's alright. I mean, there's a way you can actually do it. So you have to put it in manually. It's kind of
Is there something not working?
well, no, we were trying to get this one. And it needs a calling for a password for that. I don't remember it.
One time, here.
We need to come up with some kind of an agreement here on what to do because we need power for our stuff. And you're probably going to run out of here a lot faster than we're going to be done. Can I plug your yellow cord? Or which one's least?
Actually, you know what? Let's unplug the yellow cord. Take that power. I was just using my phone.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can do that.
Because I was going to say, I mean, I could plug your yellow one into our multi.
No, I think I have a power, another drag cord that I can plug into that spot.
Okay.
This plug didn't fit. That's why I was using it.
I see.
So yeah, you can plug the yellow cord.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Stick on red. White ball.
He said try yes, see if you can feel it.
Now, is there things that you have to do with your computer during this, or no? Like, do you have to do something with that while this is going on? Okay.
Tyrone 2020. So we can switch these out. So that way it looks like a better charge. This thing is battery. Because I have one of these. Yeah, so we can
go, it'd be the same as like what you did for.
Yeah, that was just right now, to be able to stretch it
I don't think it's happening. Do you just plug it into your camera?
No, we literally have it.
Okay.
Right into, not to the camera, but into the
Okay, all right.
thing right here.
Well, I have the cable here. I'll try to run it out for you. Because they're only in the first quarter here, so we got time.
Okay. Actually, this is in pretty good shape.
On screen. Motion. Five. 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 Take away.
I just, I had it on just to make sure that we had
Hey, talk on screen. Talk on screen. Get on it.
We have more cord if you need it.
no, that shouldn't do that.
I'll go down and we'll send you some audio up. We'll see if that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working.
Come on, King, get into something, King. One guy trying to rebound before standard one. Come on, guys. Come on, on the glass.
Right now I have an audio mixer. That takes about 2 3 minutes. The audio mixer, and I'll stick around until the game starts. That's the audio. That's the one he just plugged in. Yeah. I have it down. It's down exactly here. Seems to me is my phone for the scoreboard. I have that for the whole game. And this is covered. So you could have multiple audio on time in one. But usually it's that one. So right now it's this one. When they score to the 4-3 game, switch that up.
That way then the speaker's not too bad. Now how look how you know
Zach, you can't stay behind.
it'll give you it has happened in the past, but that it has gone offline. But since I've been doing it, oh yeah, I connected to YouTube using this RCP, it's more stable. Seems like we haven't had an issue. But the old way we did it, every once in a while we'll lose a signal and it put like an error message and then it says trying to reconnect. But so far we haven't had an issue. Just like How's the maneuver now?
It's easy.
They gave me one. Just all one.
Bad.
I would have taken it off the tripod.
Oh, jeez.
It's all right horizontal, but you couldn't do anything vertical.
The nice thing is it moves all right, but it has enough resistance like to stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's that? Because he's shaking his leg. That kid's shaking his leg, that's why. Yeah.
You might not shaking the leg, it's shaking the... Oh, no, that's all right. No problem.
That'll just move up or down one. It just happen to be on the
It's
same.
more solid up if you want to bounce the leg, but the tripod will not bounce up.
That's you just put that one down. Audio. You don't want to have to do that unless you want the whole code halfway through the menu. That's everything. So that's a little deceiving. Like when you see like the total. Yeah. But when you see at one time, like right now, that's pretty accurate. Now if the football, especially we're well over that. Like at one time.
Or the spectators will catch on about that. Every time they
No, it's just switching back.
switching back, I like that very much.
Switching what?
We're switching the skateboard view, so it's in, whether it's in the corner or
Oh, okay.
So you can see the basket. Because the
Oh, okay.
scoreboard was in the way. Every time you're going on the right side. Two people,
Maybe fourth quarter. I'll like you can show me stuff on there if I need to see anything on
We
there.
can switch up if you want.
Okay.
Hey, I like this. What you mean?
Well, yeah, I just want to see. I just want to feel comfortable using it. I mean, this to me is easy peasy. So which one do I have to click? Preview?
Yep, just preview program. I'll flip this.
Okay, so it's already set up in there.
Yep, it's set up. I don't know which way they're going.
Okay. They'll be going down to Tyrone's end.
If you want the scoreboard, just hit
So I
preview.
guess-
You want the scoreboard on the left side. Yep, just hit that. You see how it flips it?
Yep. Good to go. Do you want my stuff out of your way? You don't want to... I might have snacks in there. Then did you see how those black buttons, you're going to have to probably zoom out some. You just hold it in and then it keeps going. And then I don't need to do anything on here, right? I mean,
No,
that's
really.
fair.
The only
Then just
thing-
switch, when we
yeah.
switch sides. This is what
Yeah.
they see. Okay.
Because I noticed that.
Yeah.
So here, it's like
Oh, I got gonna take your computer with you right now.
Yeah, you don't need it.
No.
Because this will shut off. But I can. I have.
Get back, go
Where do I have? Yes, it's a much better school because it gives, everybody's fouls, sometimes I do try to shoot on there. Yeah. I take pride in my work.
It shows. Nice camera shot. Well produced. I just want to go over the wall and call me. Something's going there. You know what?
Between games, turn it down. Okay, no,
trust a gas station for your flu shot, so why trust them to sell you CBD? At Community Pharmacy Tyrone, we proudly carry Ananda Professional, an exclusive line of professional-grade CBD products including tinctures, soft gels, topicals, skincare, intimate oil, and even something for your pet. Not all hemp products are the same. Stop in and see our pharmacists at Community Pharmacy Tyrone. Trust your pharmacist for CBD guidance.
96.9 and 100.7 WTRN. Classic favorites.
Here with the head coach of the Tyrone Golden Eagles, that of course is George Grip. And Coach, it's a completely different year in more ways than one. How have your guys been holding up during this COVID question period?
It's been a challenge. I mean, our off season got totally turned upside down. We couldn't go to team camp. We were locked out of our own school. We couldn't come in here in the summer and do our typical, clinics 2 and 3 times a week. The Holliesburg League got shut down. Thank God we were able to play at Lakemont Park outside, but it wasn't ideal, but it was better than nothing. But this just seems like it's been one hurdle, one obstacle after another for this group of guys, and I'm just glad that tonight we're finally able to kick it off our season.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. It's just so hard waiting, and the mental, it's tough enough to get prepared for a game, but then when you have it yanked away from you a couple of times, it gets even worse. Right. And one of the things that I did notice as I was getting ready to come over today was how much kids grow from one year to the next. And I saw David Lang grew quite a bit. Oh, yeah. And the other thing I noticed, Coach Grip, is the fact that when I first started doing games here, they were so young. Guess what? This is their last year for many of them.
Yeah, I was just talking to the Central coach, and he said, I'm sick of playing you guys. And I said, why? And he said, because it seems like you've had your starting 5 for the last 3 years. So, he's right on about that. But, yeah, these guys seem like they've been around forever. And, for 4 of them, this is their last hurrah. So, they've been great group of kids to coach. I couldn't have asked for anything more from these guys. I mean, they come into practice every day and work their tails off. They push each other at practice. It can get a little heated, a little testy at times, but when they leave, they're best friends. So that's what you like to see as a coach.
One guy that really impressed me, taking a quick look at him here in the JV game, is Ross Gamp, who has the potential to be such a force on the basketball floor.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a decent big guy that's as athletic as Ross. I mean, he's still a little raw around the edges. Sometimes he'll struggle with the basic basketball play, but then he'll do some things that you're looking and go, wow, did he just do that?
Yeah.
So, we love the kid. He's a hard worker, great kid, listens to you, a very respectable kid. But, the sky's the limit for him. If he would, and he's a 3-sport guy. He plays basketball, baseball, and football. But if he would focus a little bit more on basketball, he could really be, he's a mid-range jump shot away from being almost unguardable. I mean, he's such an animal and a horse down low for us. Nobody on our team can guard him in practice down low. So I'm anxious to see what he looks like this year. In the season last year, I thought at times he was a little timid when he got in the varsity game. I think hopefully he grew out of that. I haven't seen any of that in practice, but we'll see how he does when he plays against another team tonight.
All right. Well, I guess you could say it's time to get the monkey off your back. That monkey is COVID and getting able to play games again, and hopefully this starts things off and we can roll. But I'll tell you, there's no guarantees even with that. It's great to get it started, but I know you were telling me before we started there are evenings when you don't want to hear the phone ring because you're afraid that might be the cancellation of the next game.
Yeah, I mean, we're all just taking this. I know it sounds cliche, but one game at a time, and we know this could be taken away from us at any time. So, we're just pleased we're playing tonight and thankful for the opportunities that we have. And, knock on wood, hopefully we can get a full 18 to 20 games in. We'll take that, and then we'll get ready for playoffs.
All right, good luck tonight, and hopefully you can pin one on the Central Dragons here. Good luck. right, your national anthem from Tyrone High School. Dave Shannon and Lou Seidel with you on 96.9 and 100.7. Classic favorites, and let's do the starting lineups. And Lou, I'll let you introduce the bad guys.
And Zach Sladen-White. A guard, a senior, number 34.
Go ahead and get
The
that.
number 34, Leighton Kling, 6'3" senior for the Central High School.
Guard is sophomore, number 22, Eli Lingenfelder.
Number 22, Eli Lingenfelder, sophomore, 6'1" guard for the Dragons.
At forward is number 44, a senior, Hunter Klotz.
Number 44, Hunter Klotz, 6'3" senior.
Junior, number 14 is
Number
forward,
14, a
Devin
junior,
Boyles.
Devin Boyles, 6'5" junior.
And freshman, number 5, forward.
And rounding out the
Hunter
starting
Smith.
lineup is number 5, Hunter Smith.
All right, those are your starters for the Scarlet Dragons under head coach Paul Frederick. And now it's time to meet the Tyrone Golden Eagles coming in. And of course, we have that core group of guys that we were talking about with Coach and in the pregame show that have been together here over an extended period of time, and this will be their last chance to maybe make it to a state championship game. Now, the first guy that gets introduced is sort of a latecomer to the crowd. Cortland Rhodes, 5'11" junior. He wears number 21. And one of the guys that's been there, and Lou and I watched him grow up, so to speak, the 5'11" senior, number 10, Blaine Hoover. And he is joined out there by, well, the young man that seems to be able to do just about anything you ask him to, the 6'3" senior, number 3, Damon Grip. And then you have a senior, 6'2", number 4, Brandon Lucas. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Golden Eagles, it is the 6' senior, number 1, Jake Taylor. And the teams have been introduced, and all that remains now is for Mr. Rickens to toss the ball up in midcourt. He's getting some practice tosses in there. He's pulling it a little to the left. All right, as the Scarlet Dragons come out to midcourt to get ready to start the game, and it's just a relief to be able to be out here and to be able to broadcast games to you folks. And we will be following both the Tyrone boys and girls here on 96.9 and 100.7. WTRN. All right, Brandon Lucas is going to be out there to jump to start the game here tonight for the Tyrone Golden Eagles, and it will be Devin Boyles, the 6'5" junior, to jump for the Scarlet Dragons. Everything is set, ball's in the air, we're underway for 2021. Damon Grip with the ball on the left wing for Tyrone to Cortland Rhodes, then out to the top of the key and Jake Taylor. It's actually out closer to that midcourt circle, dribbles right wing, kicks it into the right corner. Damon Grip down there, back to Taylor and then to Rhodes. Just underway. Damon Grip on the left wing, into the left corner to Blaine Hoover, then back to Grip, out to Cortland Rhodes for 3! Cortland Rhodes hits his first attempt of 2021 and makes it 3-0 Tyrone.
And good ball movement out front, and here come the Central High Dragons.
Eli Lingenfelder brings the ball up the court, and he passes over to Hunter Klotz. They work it around down on the baseline, back over to Klotz, deep on the right wing. Klotz goes back over to Leighton Kling, and then back to Eli Lingenfelder. Kling's going to hang on to the ball out around the midcourt circle. Now he passes over to Lingenfelder, starts down the key, kicks it out. Here's a three-point attempt by Klotz. Hunter Klotz hits it. And we're tied at 3.
Nice form here, tied up 3 apiece.
3 apiece, and 6:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Jake Taylor, right side, into the right corner, and back out to Jake Taylor from Blaine Hoover. Jake Taylor hits for 3.
Up and in.
Tyrone up by a score of 6-2. That Klotz shot was not a three-pointer. I thought it was pretty close, but it ended up being a 2. So it's 6-2 in favor of Tyrone. Central works the ball around. Klotz kicks it over. Lingenfelder at the top of the key starts down the lane, kicks it over into the left corner. Three-point attempt will not go. Battle for the rebound. Brandon Lucas has it for Tyrone. Loses his dribble, picks it back up. Grip, left wing, left corner, Cortland Rhodes, and it rims out. Blaine Hoover fights for the rebound. It ends up in the hands of Jake Taylor, then to Lucas, and back to Damon Grip. Grip down the right side of the lane, lays it up and won't fall. Rebound for Central by Hunter Klotz. Klotz kicks it over to Leighton Kling. Kling then passes it back. And a three-point attempt is up and no good for Eli Lingenfelder. Tyrone with the rebound. Damon Grip up the floor on the right side. 5:37 left to go. First quarter. And here's a three-point attempt from Jake Taylor. Won't go. A long rebound. Grip ends up with it. Starts to penetrate. Gets double-teamed. Works its way back around to Taylor. Now right in the key. And Damon Grip, I guess maybe that was too easy.
Too close.
Yeah.
Good ball movement by the Golden Eagles. Here come the Dragons in transition.
Tyrone up by a score of 6-2 with 5:13 left to go in the first quarter. Kicks it over. Lingenfelder with the ball in the right wing. Starts down the key and kicks it back out. They try to go down inside again, and Tyrone's all over that. Three-point attempt by Lingenfelder is good. Tyrone 6 and Central 5.
2-3 pressure applied in the zone. Here come the Golden Eagles quickly up the court.
Taylor to Grip as they pass it around the umbrella out at the three-point circle. Taylor to Cortland Rhodes. Rhodes on the right wing. Jake Taylor goes down toward the corner. And here's Brandon Lucas. He started toward the basket, lost the dribble, gets it back. Peck! What a pass out to Cortland Rhodes for the three, and Tyrone's going three crazy.
Home court advantage, Cortland Rhodes.
Cortland Rhodes with 6 of the Eagles, 9 points so far, 9-5 with 4:15 left in the first quarter, and Central with the basketball. Hunter Smith passes over. Devin Boyles, and he play catch. Boyles on the left wing. Here's Lingenfelder, top of the key three. This one won't go, off to the right, and in a shot for the rebound, Blaine Hoover went up, and he was fouled on the way up.
And that's going to be on the floor, the first foul of the evening.
And that is the first foul for either team. That one called on Hunter Smith, his first and team's first. Tyrone trying to lengthen their lead, up 9-5 right now with 3:55 left to go in the first quarter. Into the right corner, Jake Taylor to Damon Grip, back out. Cortland Rhodes for another three. That one won't fall. Rebound. Long into the left corner. Blaine Hoover got it back to Rhodes. Rhodes top of the key to Grip on the right wing, back over, and a nice pass interception by Lingenfelder. Goes all the way to the hole, lays it up and in. Nice play by Eli Lingenfelder. And Eli now has 5 of the 7 Central points. Tyrone 9 and Central 7 with 3:20 left to go in the first quarter. Cortland Rhodes deep on the left wing, then goes to Damon Grip on the right wing, penetrates, puts it up, it won't go. Blaine Hoover battling for a rebound again, and you know, you look at Blaine, he's 5'11", but I'll tell you what, he is putting in some yeoman's work there underneath the basket.
That was off Eli Lingenfelder, the 6'1" sophomore.
Right corner, deep three. Jake Taylor doesn't get a good roll, and the rebound is pulled down this time by Central and Devin Boyles. Boyles up the floor, is going to go all the way to the hole. Great defense by Cortland Rhodes, nearly stole the ball, and now he does eventually, as the ball got batted around a little bit there, and it ended up in the hands of Cortland Rhodes, and he has it out there at the midcourt circle. Into the right corner, Blaine Hoover, nice baseline pass on the right baseline to Damon Grip. Goes for the shot, and he gets fouled.
That's going to be on Hunter Klotz, number 44, picking up the blocking foul as Grip was on his way to the bucket.
Are we allowed to tell the story of Hunter Klotz?
No, sir.
We're not? Okay.
Top security clearance.
I'll keep quiet on that. Damon Grip hits the first one of 2. And Cortland Rhodes comes out, and into the game, it'll be Landon DeHaas. Ooh, Grip short on the second shot. And the score is 10-7 in favor of the Golden Eagles. With a basketball, it is Central, and Leighton Kling. Kling passes over to Hunter Klotz. Klotz deep on the right wing, guarded by Grip. Passes down inside, and Blaine Hoover's playing about, what, 6 inches bigger than what he is
He
right
always
now?
does, yeah.
Spin move in the lane that time by Devin Boyles, the 6'5 junior, and he kisses it off the glass and in, and it's now 10-9 in favor of Tyrone. Bad pass there, tipped off the hands of Blaine Hoover and taken away by Central as Kling will bring that up the floor. Leighton Kling to Eli Lingenfelder. Lingenfelder goes down into Boyles. And Boyles, a spin move on the right side of the lane, off the glass, won't go. Rebound is gotten by Central.
Good putback, number 44.
Hunter Smith.
Smith up with the shot off the pass from Klotz.
Yeah, Klotz with a nice pass underneath there. Here's a three-pointer from deep in the right corner. Landed to Haas, can't hit, and Central brings it back up the floor. They lead 11-10. Eli Lingenfelder in, kisses it off the glass, won't go. Brandon Lucas rebound quickly down the right side. He's going to go all the way to the hole, and he puts it up off the glass, and he draws the foul. He'll get to go to the line and shoot a pair.
We'll see who this is on.
And that would appear to be on Leighton Kling. And that'll be his first and team's second. Brandon will shoot 2. Sorry about that. Make that team third.
Yeah.
And into the game for the Dragons, Ryland Doherty. And for the Golden Eagles of George Grip, into the game, David Lang. Brandon Lucas. Next shot is good.
Up and in.
So Brandon Lucas goes 1 for 2 from the line and ties the game up at 11. A little bit of backcourt pressure this time by Tyrone, but Central is able to get it up the floor. Klotz with the basketball down the left side of the lane. Goes in to make a pass into the corner there to the guy just out on the floor, Doherty. It's out at Eli Lingenfelder, top of the key. Lingenfelder down in on the baseline. Turnaround jumper and a nice shot that time. Seth Bean
up and in.
Just into the game. Seth Bean, a 6-foot freshman. And a nice touch on that one. Central 13, Tyrone 11. Pass into the corner is tipped, but getting it back was landed to Haas. David Lang to Damon Grip. They go from right wing to left wing. Nice pass down the lane. Brandon Lucas is going to be called for the charge.
They're going to keep the bucket?
I don't think so. It is.
And they do not give him the bucket. So
13-11, Central with the lead, and it stays that way. Down to 44 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Opening game of the 2021 season for Tyrone. Baseball pass. Doherty has it. Goes to the hole, lays it up and in. Ryland Doherty with a nice shot, and it puts Central up by 4 now, 15-11. Landed to Haas with the ball in the right corner. Puts up a 3 and makes it. Landon DeHaas joining the scoring parade for Tyrone, 15-14. There's a long pass down the floor, a battle there between Devin Boyles and Brandon Lucas. Boyles came out on top and got the shot up and in to boot. He now has 4 on the night. David Lang, 2, and landed DeHaas. 8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 17-14, Central leads. Lang to DeHaas, over to Grip. Out of the right wing, and it rattles across the rim and will not fall. We have 1 quarter in the books here at Tyrone, and the score is Central 17, Tyrone 14. Back with more right after this. Or so we thought.
When it comes to your health, you deserve expert advice. You wouldn't trust a gas station for your flu shot, so I trust them to sell you CBD. At Community Pharmacy Tyrone, we proudly carry in the exclusive soft gels, towels, skincare, intimate oil, and even something for your pet. Not all hemp products are the same. Stop in and see our pharmacists at Community Pharmacy Tyrone. Trust your pharmacist for CBD guidance.
96.9 and 100.7 WTRN. Classic favorites.
And welcome back to Tyrone for tonight's game between the Golden Eagles and the Central Scarlet Dragons. Central up by a score of 17-14. They got to bring in the ball to start the second quarter on the possession arrow. And now a scrap for the ball at midcourt. Cortland Rhodes had the ball, had control of it, and George Grip quickly called timeout, trying to establish some momentum here, Lou, if you will, in the second quarter.
Yeah, and it would have been a possession arrow for Tyrone as well, so they had the possession arrow, but quick call by Coach Grip.
We'll see if they change that over there at the scorer's table.
And I'll say a lot of deceptive size on the Central Dragon team. When they bring those substitutes in, you're talking over 6 feet, last two substitutes in.
I'll tell you what, somebody that has impressed me so far in this first half is Devin Boyles, the 6'5 junior. And Boyles is a no-fear kind of guy. And he's not in there at the moment, but he definitely made a difference there in the first quarter.
Yeah, he has a smoothness and a calmness about him. He doesn't panic underneath there.
Absolutely. All right, after the 30-second timeout, Tyrone to inbound. Cortland Rhodes to Landon DeHaas. DeHaas dribbles on the right wing. Into the right corner, Damon Grip. Back to DeHaas. Fake to pass in on the baseline. Goes to Lang, left wing. Out of the left corner, Lucas started toward the basket. Makes a high pass. Lang gets it. Into the right corner, down the right baseline. Damon Grip. He goes for the shot, and they're going to call, did he step out of bounds?
Yeah, he stepped on the end line on the drive to the basket.
I could see Paul Frederick over there helping the officiating crew.
A little positive inspiration.
Yeah, a learning moment, right? All right, 17-14. Here's a steal by Cortland Rhodes, but unfortunately he cannot get it under control. It goes out of bounds, so Central will maintain control. Inbounding for the Scarlet Dragons, it'll be Hunter Klotz right beside head coach Paul Frederick. Klotz kicks it in to Kling, and it goes back to Klotz, and now up the floor. Hunter Smith with the basketball. It's Kling now at the midcourt circle. Comes over on the right wing. Klotz with it. Klotz down into the right corner. Here goes Doherty. Reiling kicks it into that right corner. Three-point attempt is up, and off the side of the rim, won't fall for Seth Bean. Here comes Tyrone. Still 17-14. 6:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Cortland Rhodes to Landon DeHaas. Back to Rhodes. Left wing three. Damon Grip.
He's got his range there on that three-point shot. Again, home court advantage. It's all tied up at 17 apiece.
Well, that was a big one. Tyrone needed that. Double team here, a bit of a press. And then with an attempt to get around the pressure, Seth Bean, the freshman, travels for Central, and that turns it back over to Tyrone.
Good hustle by Cortland Rhodes on that defense. He just there heard the footsteps.
Seth Bean's reward for the travel. He gets to go back and sit down, and Devin Boyles returns to the floor. Although I'm sure Tyrone would trade the Bean for Boyles thing any day of the week.
Indeed.
Damon Grip with the basketball in the midcourt circle. Dribbles over right wing and then back over to Cortland Rhodes left wing. It's Grip with the ball. David Lang, top of the key. Three, David Lang.
Nice form from top of the key by number 22, David Lang.
I can't believe he's a junior already.
Yeah.
Where does the time go? Wasn't he just like a freshman last week?
He got his driver's license. He's a good kid. We like him a lot.
All right. Here is Kling with a three-point attempt, and it won't go. Long rebound. It's taken by Landon DeHaas all the way down to the Tyrone end, and DeHaas puts Tyrone back up in the lead, 22-17 with that two-pointer. Ryland Doherty double-teamed at midcourt, throws it back. Eli Lingenfelder with a double team on him. And it's a steal. Nope. Damon Grip very close to not being able to stop himself there. The steps. There is one set of bleachers down inside the gymnasium here. And the players have the option. By the way, Damon Grip checks out there. And it's Jake Taylor back in the game for Coach Grip. Central inbounds. Players have the option of playing without a mask, and no one is playing. Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Hunter Klotz is. playing with a mask. Lingenfelder over to Klotz. Klotz stops at the foul line, puts up a jumper and it won't fall. Rebound, David Lang gets it ahead. Brandon Lucas. Lucas back out. David Lang for three, won't fall, and the rebound pulled in by Hunter Smith. Smith also a freshman for Central, and at 6'3". There's some large young men coming up the pipeline for the Central Scarlet Dragons. Hunter Klotz with the ball out at the top of the key, guarded by Brandon Lucas. Passes down in, nice baseline pass. Nowhere to go for Lingenfelder. He finds Boyles. Boyles tries to move around Brandon Lucas. He does and puts it up and in. He just kind of willed his way right to the basket.
Yeah, he used all 6'5" there down inside.
It's 22-19. Tyrone up by 3 with 4:23 left to go in the first quarter. Brandon Lucas in the lane. Kicks it back out to Haas with a deep right wing three, and that one's a little bit long, and the rebound comes to Central as Hunter Smith goes to Hunter Klotz. It's a couple of Hunters. 4:05 left to go in the first half. 22-19. Tyrone with the lead. And here's a three-point attempt by Klotz, and he makes it and ties it back up.
That looked good from the moment it left his hand. Very comfortable here on the perimeter is Klotz.
Hunter Klotz, such a big factor in the Tyrone and Central games from a year ago, and it's a full timeout that's taken by Tyrone. So what we, had a lead for Tyrone coming out, and Central took control of the early part of the second quarter, but Tyrone has battled back, and we're tied again. And I think this one's going to go pretty much down to the wire this way.
I think so as well, because as we go into the second half, you're going to look at the conditioning. There's not a lot of pressure defense being applied. They're both playing a zone and matchup zone defense. So conditioning is going to come into play, and patience. Whoever is the most patient to work for those open shots, Dave, that's what I think we're going to see the remainder of the first half and to start the second half.
Push comes to shove. I think that Coach Grip will end up going with some press coverage against Central if he needs to get caught up, because they have a couple of good ball handlers, but there have been a couple instances so far here where the pressure has resulted in a turnover, and so I'm sure he's going to keep that in his back pocket and go to it when he needs it. As far as fouls go, this has been a minimal foul first half, as 3 fouls on Central. They picked those up early on. Tyrone has one as well. And let's see who's out on the floor. For Tyrone, Blaine Hoover, Damon Grip, Cortland Rhodes, Jake Taylor, and Landon DeHaas. Jake Taylor over to Damon Grip, deep on the left wing. Grip goes to DeHaas, out around the midcourt circle, back in the left wing. Grip down into the left corner. Blaine Hoover back to Damon Grip. Jake Taylor. Good ball movement by Tyrone. Cortland Rhodes out to Jake Taylor for 3.
Up and in.
Taylor now with 6 on the night. Both of those are 3-pointers. Central with the basketball. Hunter Klotz gets it to Ryland Doherty. Back to Klotz. Back ahead. Doherty starts toward the basket. Nice baseline pass. Boyles. Oh, man. Does it get served up on a platter?
He
much
needed
better
another
than that?
inch. He needed another inch. He just didn't go up strong enough. Tried to put that one down hard.
Needed to be 6'6", and he was only 6'5". Hunter Klotz kicks it over into the left corner. 3-point attempt is short. Landon DeHaas with a rebound. Quickly up the floor. And he made the mistake. I think if he just would have stayed straight up, Lou, that would have been a foul that would have been called on defense. And
he gave the defender time to set those feet. He definitely pulled the dribble.
And
again,
lowering your shoulder to go into the guy doesn't help either. It makes him look a little more aggressive.
A little more suspicious on the replay.
Yeah. Cortland Rhodes out of the game. Brandon Lucas back in, joining his teammates. And we're set to inbound the ball after the foul that was called. And inbounding the ball, Hunter Klotz goes to Eli Lingenfelder up the left side of the floor. Long pass over. Doherty goes to Klotz into the corner, and Boyles doesn't want to take that 3 out of the corner.
He was wide open over there.
Yeah, he certainly was. That may be telling.
A bit out of his range at this point.
Yep. Oh, Lingenfelder up and down.
Yeah, he tried to avoid the takeaway, but once you get up in the air, you got to do something with the ball.
Yep. I haven't seen an up and down for a while. Well, I just did.
Yeah, you just did, and,
welcome to that.
Here come the Golden Eagles in transition.
And with the basketball, it is Jake Taylor. Taylor into the left corner. Damon Grip there. Back to Taylor. Back to Grip. Out of the left corner. 3. Damon Grip. So Damon Grip now has 7 points on the night. A couple of threes and one from the foul line. And here's a nice pass to Hunter Klotz, headed toward the basket from Hunter Smith. And Klotz is fouled on the way to the hole.
And Landon DeHaas can't hide that one. That'll come back on the film.
And other places, for that matter.
He had the who me look, but yeah, it was number 5.
That is his second, by the way. And Klotz makes the first one.
He's another one of those ones. He's listed at 6'3", but he just plays big.
Yeah, he does.
He and Boyles, you know, and even Lingenfelder at 6'1", just down inside. They're to be reckoned with.
Klotz misses the second one. Rebound, Cortland Rhodes, who just came back into the game. Ahead to Damon Grip. Grip to Rhodes, then to Blaine Hoover. Hoover, right wing, 3! Blaine Hoover!
No hesitation, up and in. Great form from Blaine Hoover.
You like to see confidence like that out of one of your point guards, that's for sure. Hunter Klotz way ahead to Hunter Smith. Smith pulls back now, guarded by Brandon Lucas. Kicks it over. Rhineland Doherty with the ball. Doherty tries to go inside to Boyles. He gets the pass, moves around. Lucas puts it up and won't fall, but with a rebound and putting it back up, Hunter Klotz, and he draws the foul, so he has the chance at the and one.
Now let's see who that's on. They bring it up here. Jake
Klotz.
Taylor picks it up.
Yep, and a one-shot foul, and it is converted by Hunter Klotz, and it makes it Tyrone 31, Central 26. Jake Taylor with the basketball. Taylor starts down the right side. Grip comes out, hands it to him, eventually to Rhodes, and then to Hoover down the left baseline. Gets it down inside to Lucas, and what a job to maintain control. He could have lost that 3 times, and he ended up with it anyway. Taylor, spin move down the baseline, goes to Hoover in the corner. Rhodes, top of the key, 3. Cortland Rhodes just a little bit off to the left. Hunter Smith with the rebound. Eli Lingenfelder up the floor for Central. Lingenfelder guarded by Taylor, then goes to Hunter Smith. Smith on the left wing down into the corner to Devin Boyles. If Boyles can start to hit those long-range shots, Central has a chance to go far.
They do, and yeah, and opening night, everybody's working out the jitters.
Yeah, that's true too. With the basketball, Lingenfelder over to Smith. And nice tip by Blaine Hoover, and he rescues the ball before it goes out of bounds. It was blocked again. Gets it ahead to Grip. Grip hands it off. Jake Taylor, right wing, 3.
Nice job, Jake Taylor from deep in the perimeter.
Jake Taylor now with 9 points on the night, and Tyrone goes up by 8, 34-26. Final 14 seconds of the first half left to go here, and Doherty dribbles, guarded by Cortland Rhodes. 8 seconds left. Lingenfelder, left wing, starts down toward the basket, stops at the baseline, puts it up and won't go. Hunter Smith tries to put it back, it won't go. Cortland Smith hands it to Damon Grip. And, well, that wasn't exactly the best full-court shot attempt I've seen, but then again, he didn't have time to get set up for it either.
Let's say he just launched that one
Yes,
courtside.
he did. Yes, he did. All right, that is the end of the first half, and the score, Tyrone 34 and Central 26. We'll be back at halftime right after this timeout. You're listening to Tyrone Golden Eagles basketball on 96.9 and 100.7. Classic favorites, WTRN.
Routine maintenance for your vehicle is an absolute must. Leave it to the factory-trained technicians at Tyrone Tire and Automotive. Oil change special, just $39.99 every day. With 5 quarts of premium synthetic blend with filter and complimentary multi-point inspection. Full synthetic is just $54.99. All services include tire pressure check and top-off of fluids. Tyrone Tire and Automotive also sells tires. Does general auto repair and state inspections. Need a vehicle? Tyrone Tire and Automotive sells used cars, too. Tyrone Tire and Automotive, your hometown discount tire center. Call 684-2199.
When it comes to your health, you deserve expert advice. You wouldn't trust a gas station for your flu shot, so why trust them to sell you CBD? At Community Pharmacy Tyrone, we proudly carry Ananda Professional, an exclusive line of professional-grade CBD products including tinctures, soft gels, topicals, skincare, intimate oil, and even something for your pet. Not all hemp products are the same. Stop in and see our pharmacists at Community Pharmacy Tyrone. Trust your pharmacist for CBD guidance.
Routine maintenance for your vehicle is an absolute must. Leave it to the factory-trained technicians at Tyrone Tire and Automotive. Oil change special, just $39.99 every day. With 5 quarts of premium synthetic blend with filter and complimentary multi-point inspection. Full synthetic is just $54.99. All services include tire pressure check and top-off of fluids. Tyrone Tire and Automotive also sells tires, does general auto repair and state inspections. Need a vehicle? Tyrone Tire and Automotive sells used cars too. Tyrone Tire and Automotive, your hometown discount tire center. Call 684-2199.
96.9 and 100.7 WTRN. Classic favorites.
And welcome back to Tyrone High School Gymnasium. We're at halftime, and the Tyrone Golden Eagles lead by a score of 34-26. So for the first game out of the gate, things are not going too badly for Tyrone, as they were really tested there at the beginning of the second quarter. And of course, Lou and I have talked about this. You hear it on television, you hear it on radio. Basketball's a game of runs, and at the start of the second quarter, it was Central's turn for a run, and they took the lead in the game.
Yeah, they did, and Tyrone didn't panic. They played some team basketball, came back, and then we went to Jake Taylor and Blaine Hoover for a couple of those long three-point plays, and it really started opening up that defense. They're in a flex zone defense, are the Central Dragons, and they're pushing everything to the perimeter, and they're almost challenging Tyrone to throw those shots up. Well, that's a bet I'll take on a regular basis.
Yeah, I would say so, after having watched these guys over the course of time. Yep, we'll take those perimeter shots from this particular basketball team. And it's been tough sledding. I think Brandon Lucas being tested underneath harder than he has been for a while. And that is primarily due to Devin Boyles of Central, 6'5" junior who ended up with 6 points in the first half. And very convincing, too. He's a very calm, as you put it, Lou. I mean, he's been under pressure, obviously, a lot, and you would expect that to continue. But he is really... I've seen him make some really nice moves over the course of the first half.
Yeah, he's smooth. He's got a confidence about him, and that comes from time. And as we talked a little, we slid one in there. If he gets a little bit more comfortable with his outside shot, he's going to make this team very, very dangerous. And also, let's not forget down inside Hunter Klotz at 6'3", just hitting the boards hard as well. And Brandon Lucas at 6'2" underneath for the Golden Eagles, he's holding down the fort on a regular basis.
One of the things that I did remember from last winter in the game at Central that I went off to do, I do believe Radio Rich and Gerard did the game here against Central, but I was out there, and I think Rich did the Central playoff game as well between Central and Tyrone. The one thing I do remember about the game at Central was the game that Hunter Klotz had, because virtually it was on his shoulders as to how far they were going to get in that game. And he was the right man for the job, so to speak.
There's a really good surrounding cast with him. Again, we talked about the size and some of the athleticism. Eli Lingenfelder, Leighton Kling as well. Lingenfelder coming in at 6'1", and Kling coming in at 6'3", Kling being a senior as well. So some nice leadership there and some good transitional basketball put together here opening night for the Central Dragons.
All right, we're at halftime, and the score is Tyrone 34 and Central 26. We'll come back and take a look at the scoring in the first half after we take this time out. You're listening to Tyrone Golden Eagle basketball. We're also available. Our audio is on the stream here coming from Tyrone High School, so hello to all you folks that happen to be watching the stream as well. Back with more halftime talk, because that's what they pay us to do. And we'll do that right after this timeout. You're listening to Golden Eagle basketball on 96.9 and 100.7 WTRN.
When it comes to your health, you deserve expert advice. You wouldn't trust a gas station for your flu shot, so why trust them to sell you CBD? At Community Pharmacy Tyrone, we proudly carry Ananda Professional, an exclusive line of professional-grade CBD products including tinctures, soft gels, topicals, skincare, intimate oil, and even something for your pet. Not all hemp products are the same. Stop in and see our pharmacists at Community Pharmacy Tyrone. Trust your pharmacist for CBD guidance.
Routine maintenance for your vehicle is an absolute must. Leave it to the factory-trained technicians at Tyrone Tire and Automotive. Oil change special, just $39.99 every day. With 5 quarts of premium synthetic blend with filter and complimentary multi-point inspection. Full synthetic is just $54.99. All services include tire pressure check and top-off of fluids. Tyrone Tire and Automotive also sells tires, does general auto repair and state inspections. Need a vehicle? Tyrone Tire and Automotive sells used cars too. Tyrone Tire and Automotive, your hometown discount tire center. Call 684-2199.
When it comes to your health, you deserve expert advice. You wouldn't trust a gas station for your flu shot, so why trust them to sell you CBD? At Community Pharmacy Tyrone, we proudly carry Ananda Professional, an exclusive line of professional-grade CBD products including tinctures, soft gels, topicals, skincare, intimate oil, and even something for your pet. Not all hemp products are the same. Stop in and see our pharmacists at Community Pharmacy Tyrone. Trust your pharmacist for CBD guidance.
96.9 and 100.7 WTRN. Classic favorites.
Welcome back to Tyrone High School, where we're at halftime, and the score is Tyrone 34 and Central 26. I'm Dave Shannon, joined by Lou Seidel here courtside, and it's just great to be out here and able to do a basketball game on radio and also using our audio for the stream here at Tyrone High. Thrilled to be a part of that as well as COVID continues to, well, no, the heck with it. I've called it the Rona from the beginning, so the Rona.
The Rona.
Rears its ugly head and continues to affect many things. We're hoping that the distribution of the vaccine goes a little bit smoother than what it apparently has up to this point, and hopefully allows maybe some more attendance. I really feel for, and thankfully the home parents, as the Mountain League has decided home parents get 2 tickets for each game, and there are no visiting tickets at all. And with that in mind, for you Tyrone fans, Lou and I will be on the road at Bellefonte when the Golden Eagles take on the Red Raiders on Thursday night. So, and that, once again, we have to make the Rona disclaimer here, because as of this point in time, we'll be going to Bellefonte for that game.
Right.
That could change.
And we do have a girls' game tomorrow night.
No, we do not.
We do not. Okay,
nope.
I was going to ask about that.
Nope. We will be catching up with Luke Rhodes and the ladies on Saturday. And I'm sorry, Friday night. Friday night, I don't think they're playing in this gym. I'll have to check the schedule again to be sure. But they will. They normally play in the middle school gym, which actually, quite frankly, Lou, I enjoy calling a game in the middle school gym more so than I do in this gym. Maybe that's just me.
We were used to both places. Been here once or twice.
Yeah, for sure. And just do, the one thing about, now, of course, the way things are laid out here, the side of the floor, folks, where you would normally see the team, is they have the chairs spaced out so that there's 6 feet of distance between all the players over on that side. None of the bleachers are pulled down on that side, and as a matter of fact, their fancy scorer's table is not even in use. Yeah. They just, I think they brought Jim Dominic's picnic table in, and that's what they're sitting on tonight.
Picnic at the Dominic's house. Be there.
At any rate, behind us is where the parents are located. So that is on the side of the court where we normally have been since we've been doing games here, and so that part hasn't changed all that much.
And the good thing is we have no cardboard cutouts of anyone
no,
at
we
this
don't.
point in time.
No, we don't.
And no unnecessary crowd noise.
Yes.
Which is eerie at some points of time.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I think probably not unlike when the players actually have crowd noise around them, they've learned to ignore the stuff that gets piped in.
Yeah, they're focusing in. As we said, our halftime score, the Golden Eagles 34, the visiting Scarlet Dragons 26. We're going to be ready to tip off here in just a moment.
Let's take a look at the scoring from the first half. Hunter Klontz, the leading scorer for Central with 9. It was Hunter Smith with a pair. Devin Boyles ended up with 6. Ryland Doherty with 2. 5 points for Eli Lingenfelder, and Seth Bean had a pair. On the Tyrone side of things, it was Jake Taylor with 9 in the first half. Damon Grip with 7. And we had 1 point for Brandon Lucas, and he picked that up at the foul line, obviously. And then you had Landon DeHaas with 5, Blaine Hoover with 3, Cortland Rhodes with 6, and David Lang with 3. We are underway. Tyrone inbounding to start the second half. Damon Grip goes over in the left wing, tries to pass down in on the baseline. It's tipped by Central out there as Cortland Rhodes made that pass, and it was tipped, I believe, by Devin Boyles. Inbound play, Blaine Hoover looks things over, goes to Brandon Lucas. Lucas back out, Landon DeHaas deep on the right wing, pulls back, takes the 3. I think that Kling may have gotten a piece of that one, Lou.
Yeah, it was a pressure defense by Kling, and here come the Scarlet Dragons.
All right, with the basketball, Eli Lingenfelder to Devin Boyles. Boyles between the circles now. Guarded by Brandon Lucas. Lucas has had that chore all night. Hunter Klotz for 3.
Up and in.
From the left wing. Nice shot by Hunter Klotz, and it's now 34-29. And it looks like Central may be geared up for another run at the beginning of a quarter. It's Jake Taylor over to Landon DeHaas and Damon Grip now deep on the right wing. He'll take that 3, and he'll make it. Boyles with the defense, and I think that was going in no matter what.
Full court press put on by the Golden Eagles. Looking to trap.
As Damon Grip can force his will at times on those 3-point shots. Lingenfelder inside to Smith. Nice baseline run by Devin Boyles, up and in. So Tyrone 37 and Central 31. Jake Taylor, top of the key 3. It's a little long. Bounces around, almost went down through the cylinder, but getting the rebound. It was Leighton Kling. Kling to Hunter Klotz. Klotz on the left wing. Kicks it over to Kling. He pulls back to the midcourt circle. Devin Boyles, left wing, top of the key, Lingenfelder. Eli goes down inside. Nice spin move again. Devin Boyles showing a lot of poise here tonight, Lou.
Yeah, he went up fearless inside. We're going to have a carry.
Ball carry on Damon Grip as he was headed up the floor, defended by Devin Boyles. And, of course, what limited amount of fans are here having disagreement with that.
Yeah, there's a little boo bird going around. Not a big one, just a little one, Dave.
And a 30-second timeout is called by Coach George Grip. And with the score, Tyrone 37 and Central 33. And I think that was a good timeout because Central is in the process of clawing their way back into this game.
Yeah, you want to break that momentum, and you also want to tell the gentlemen just to relax, play their game and their style. Because like you said, this is definitely a game of runs, and they would like to stop the run by Central right now.
All right, a 4-point game. And that's a good one to start the season with. But I'll tell you what, based on that playoff game there last year in District 6, I kind of thought this one would be a close one between these two teams.
Yeah, they played them 3 times last year, and they played them well the last time.
Well, and I'll tell you what, they always say how difficult it is to beat a team 3 times. Ask the Steelers, by the way. And, yeah, it was tough. But they did beat them 3 times, but not very easily at the end. Eli Lingenfelder with the ball for Central out of the right corner, stops at the right elbow, kicks it back out. Devin Boyles out way beyond where he feels comfortable shooting. But once again, if he ever does get comfortable in that position, Central's going to make some wins appear in their one-loss column. The pass inside, Hunter Klotz puts it up and in, and it's now a 2-point Tyrone lead, 37-35. Jake Taylor to Landon DeHaas and over to Jake Taylor again. Jake pulls out. He's out around the midcourt circle, hands it to Blaine Hoover, and then to Brandon Lucas down inside. Taylor with the pump, it won't go. Lingenfelder partial block on the shot, and guess who? Devin Boyles with a rebound for Central. 5:10 left to go, third quarter, 37-35. Lingenfelder drives through an attempted steal by Jake Taylor. The ball gets passed to Hunter Smith, and Hunter Smith ties it up at 37.
Golden Eagles in transition.
Jake Taylor hands it off. Damon Grip, then to Blaine Hoover down the right side of the key. Brandon Lucas wide open underneath, made the move to the basket. Went a little too strong. The shot did not fall, but he did draw the foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be on number 44, Hunter Klotz.
And that'll be number 2 for Hunter Klotz.
Lucas very reliable from the line, traditionally.
And he makes the first of 2. And we get to see Ross Gamp for the first time tonight. Jake Taylor gets a breather. Cortland Rhodes out on the floor, along with Blaine Hoover, Brandon Lucas, and that one falls as well for Lucas. So as Lou alluded to, having himself a little bit of a game from the line. 39-37, Tyrone back up by 2. Lingenfelder to Devin Boyles, left wing, top of the key, Hunter Smith. Over to Kling. Leighton Kling. Over to Smith, out at the midcourt circle. He's guarded by Lucas. Ross Gamp draws the task of trying to control Devin Boyles. Starts down, Gamp stops him there. Spin move, kicks it into the corner. Kling puts one up, it won't go. Rebound by Klotz, puts it back up and in. Yeah, Hunter Klotz is a force to be reckoned with.
Good no foul underneath by Lucas. He held his ground, but that's a good no foul by Brandon.
Tied at 39 with 4:05 left to go in the third quarter. Damon Grip with the ball, right wing. Nice move around Boyles and then penetrates and can't finish. The ball is loose down on the baseline. Central comes up with it. Hunter Smith to Eli Lingenfelder. Lingenfelder up the floor, stops at the foul line, puts it up, won't fall. Rebound, and that's Blaine Huber with it. Brandon Lucas just stepped back and said, okay, it's all yours, go. Cortland Rhodes down on the baseline, puts one up and won't fall. Brandon Lucas reaches in and ties up Hunter Klotz. And the possession arrow points to Central, but, you know, you'll take that.
It's good hustle by Lucas down inside.
Yep, he did not give up on that one, and Klotz is a tough guy to get a rebound from. Tied at 39, 3:33 left to go in the third quarter. It's Leighton Kling, and it won't fall. Rebound, Ross Gamp, and then
got a tackle on the play.
Yes, as the foul gets called on Devin Boyles, tangled up with Damon Grip. And so, for Boyles, that's his first. And now team second here in the second half. Damon Grip over the midcourt stripe. Between the circles, Blaine Hoover takes it, and then back to Grip. Deep on the right wing. Top of the key, Cortland Rhodes. Rhodes dribbles now on the left wing. Goes to Lucas. Lucas looked toward Gamp and did not pass it to him. Rhodes to Grip. David Lang setting up to check into the game. Across the way at the picnic table. Damon Grip out to Blaine Hoover. Thought about the three, and then he pulls, takes a couple of steps up and takes the shot. I think he had that range for the three, though, based on that release.
Long two.
Yeah.
In transition, here come the Dragons.
Hunter Smith with the basketball. Smith goes to Lingenfelder. Eli Lingenfelder, spin move, can't get around Brandon Lucas. Good D. Devin Boyles with the basketball. Now he tries that deep shot and it won't fall. And Blaine Hoover almost has the ball taken away by Hunter Klotz. It ends up the floor. Damon Grip penetrates and makes the layup from the left side, and Tyrone is up by 2, 41-39. And now it's Devin Boyles at the central end. He laid one up and wouldn't go and was battling for the rebound. Could not get it under control. It goes out of bounds to Tyrone. 2:06 left to go in the third quarter. Golden Eagles up by a pair. Damon Grip is going to get a bit of a rest here. And Ross Gamp will get a rest as well, as Jake Taylor comes back into the game, and he's joined by David Lang. Jake Taylor at the midcourt circle, hands it to Cortland Rhodes on the left wing. Rhodes starts down the lane, stops, puts it up, and the foul is on the floor against Central, so it'll be an inbound play for Tyrone. And that one looks like it goes against Hunter Klotz, picking up his third. Such a key component of the Central game. I'm sure that's somebody they'll want to protect, and that's exactly what Paul Frederick does.
That's what they do. The Golden Eagles with the inbound under their own basket.
It's Blaine Hoover to inbound at the right side of the key. Nobody's open yet, and he eventually kicks it way out. Taylor has it into the corner. Hoover started down the baseline and pulled back on the right side. Now it's Taylor inside. Brandon Lucas gets mugged underneath, and that may be on Devin Boyles.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be on Boyles down inside.
So Devin Boyles picks up another. That's his second. He played foul-free in the first half. Team fourth now for Central. Tyrone up by a pair, 41-39. And Brandon Lucas makes the front end of a pair. He'll be shooting.
A lot of activity down inside with the big boys. So.
And out of the game is Blaine Hoover, and Damon Grip comes back in. So you have Taylor, Lang, Lucas, Grip, and also Landon DeHaas. Second shot won't fall. And with the basketball, it is Eli Lingenfelder after the rebound by Hunter Smith. Lingenfelder, makes a pass over. Does Ryland Doherty, and a quick timeout is called by Paul Frederick, and he wants a full timeout. Tyrone up by 3 here, 42-39.
It's been a hard-fought third period here, and a lot of action down inside for the big boys. They're scrapping in there. As we said, that Devin Boyles picked up, 2 fouls here in the second half. And, Tyrone looking to move the ball on the perimeter. They're up 42-39, and every possession has been hardly contested.
Or hotly, if you want to use that word.
Indeed.
You can try that. 42-39. Tyrone, no fouls here in the second half, as they have been playing really a very clean game from that standpoint. And just recently here, the little bit more aggressive nature of Central has caused Klotz to pick up 2. He had 1 in the first half, and also Devin Boyles to pick up a quick 2. So those are your 4 fouls here in the second half, and those are both key elements to the Central Scarlet Dragons' success.
And they've been hanging close to the Golden Eagles all night long. And there's a series of runs. They're grabbing 4 points, 6 points here. So, it's going to be a 1 or 2 possession game as we come down to the wire.
All right. Got to get the third in before we get to the fourth. We have 1:29 left in it. And after the timeout, Central to inbound. Hunter Smith, Eli Lingenfelder out of the left corner, wide open, but the shot won't go. A fight for the rebound. Grip tips it ahead to himself, stops on the left wing, takes a 3, makes it, and draws a foul. Hunter Smith trying to get caught up, couldn't get there in time, and he made a swipe at Grip after he had launched the ball. The ball goes through, and Damon Grip gets to go to the line for the and one on a 3. A 4-point play.
Yeah. A little animation out of Damon, but he plays hard and plays with passion every night that he's on the court.
And he makes it. So Damon Grip with a 4-point play there to put Tyrone up 46-39. And suddenly from a 2-point deficit, Central is now finding themselves behind by 7. Here is Landon DeHaas into the right corner, and David Lang makes another 3. He hit one in the second quarter, makes one here in the third. Tyrone up by 10, 49-39, with 54 seconds left to go. Lingenfelder goes to Boyles. Boyles spins in the lane, and what'll they call? It's a hold on Tyrone.
Might be on Taylor up front here.
And indeed it is. Jake Taylor picking up his second. And team's first here in the second half. Hunter Klotz is going to come back in with his 3 fouls. And that'll give Leighton Kling a break here in the waning moments of period number 3. Tyrone up by 10, 48.7 left to go in the third quarter. Boyles with the basketball, goes to Smith on the left baseline. That's a nice move by Hunter Smith, and it makes it 49-41. Tyrone, I think, might like to dribble this out and get the final points here maybe in the third quarter. We'll see how things progress.
They're setting up the 4 corners as you speak, Dave.
And it is Damon Grip right in front of us here at midcourt on the right wing. Hands it off. David Lang dribbles into the same area. DeHaas goes back to Lang, and now Jake Taylor comes out. Lang hands it off to Grip. Short pass there out of the right corner, and Damon comes out right in front of us. 8 seconds left. Grip starts toward the basket, makes a pass. Brandon Lucas from the foul line penetrates on the left side, lays it up and in. Brandon Lucas with the final points
of the third quarter, and he finally gets points from the floor. Everything else prior to that had been from the foul line.
He definitely got the shooter's roll to wind down that third period.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score, Tyrone 51 and Central 41. Back with more after this. You're listening to Golden Eagle basketball on 96.9 and 100.7. Classic favorites, WTRN.
Routine maintenance for your vehicle is an absolute must. Leave it to the factory-trained technicians at Tyrone Tire and Automotive. Oil change special, just $39.99 every day. With 5 quarts of premium synthetic blend with filter and complimentary multi-point inspection. Full synthetic is just $54.99. All services include tire pressure check and top-off of fluids. Tyrone Tire and Automotive also sells tires. Does general auto repair and state inspections. Need a vehicle? Tyrone Tire and Automotive sells used cars, too. Tyrone Tire and Automotive, your hometown discount tire center. Call 684-2199.
When it comes to your health, you deserve expert advice. You wouldn't trust a gas station for your flu shot, so why trust them to sell you CBD? At Community Pharmacy Tyrone, we proudly carry Ananda Professional, an exclusive line of professional-grade CBD products including tinctures, soft gels, topicals, skincare, intimate oil, and even something for your pet. Not all hemp products are the same. Stop in and see our pharmacists at Community Pharmacy Tyrone. Trust your pharmacist for CBD guidance.
96.9 and 100.7 WTRN. Classic favorites.
We are underway in the fourth quarter. Tyrone up by 10, 51-41, and Damon Grip extends that lead by hitting a three.
And there's the point leader from last year's squad doing what he does best.
And that puts Tyrone up 54-41. Central with the ball. That is Casimir Lowry with the basketball. From the foul line, it's good shooter's roll, as they say, as Hunter Klotz puts up 2, takes the lead down to 11. Here goes to Haas down the left side of the lane, tries to kick it up off the glass, and it would appear as though a foul was going to be called on Seth Bean.
No, it's going to be an offensive foul.
Oh, okay.
They switched it up. That's 2 driving fouls on number 5.
Landon DeHaas picking up his second. Tyrone's second now. Make that DeHaas's third. And Tyrone's second here in the second half. Central with 5, Tyrone with 2. That will probably become a factor depending on what Central can do to cut into this lead. Klotz can't get control of the basketball. Bean does, kicks it out. Lingenfelder. Lowry out of the left corner. And his 3 rims out. Blaine Hoover with a rebound and gets bumped by Devin Boyles kind of hard, and Devin Boyles will pick up his third.
Yeah, that's a tough foul on Boyles with 6:56 left in the contest.
Tyrone bringing the ball up the floor with Jake Taylor. Taylor to Cortland Rhodes. Rhodes to Hoover. Hoover right wing. Tipped away by Boyles, but Grip gets it back. Into the left corner, 3, and it will not fall for Landon DeHaas. Ball goes out of bounds off of Tyrone, and Hunter Klotz will inbound. Brandon Lucas comes back into the game, and Landon DeHaas goes over to the Tyrone checkerboard seating area.
Yeah, it was a
Normally you'd say he went to the bench, but
he went somewhere across the floor.
Yeah, it was like a chessboard or checkerboard over there. Boyles with the basketball. Devin Boyles dribbles on the left wing now, starts down the lane, kicks it back out. Lowry for 3. He makes it.
Line drive to the basket goes Lowry.
So Lowry now with 5 on the night. Drive by Jake Taylor up off the glass, won't go. Rebound by Seth Bean. Goes to Eli Lingenfelder. Lingenfelder stops top of the key, spin move, stops at the foul line, goes into the right corner. Boyles into the left corner, 3-pointer. Lowry! Casimir Lowry.
Got the hot hand for the Central Dragons.
And this being a game of runs, George Grip kind of wants to put that to an end. He calls a full timeout here with Tyrone up by a score of 54-49 as they have managed to cut that lead down to 5 again. And as I say, I think these fouls are going to come into play here as you look at Central with 6 team fouls. So, of course, the next one on them, if it's a foul on the floor, will result in a 1-1 for Tyrone, and that, of course, will become a factor.
And Tyrone is a traditionally excellent free throw shooting team. And when we flip that over, only 2 fouls on the Golden Eagles for the whole second half.
All right, so far in the night, it's Hunter Klotz. Once again, he's definitely been carrying this team as he has 18 of Central's 49 points so far in the game. And he has been carrying the workload, but it's been getting to him here a little bit as he does have those 3 fouls, despite the fact that he has the wrong jersey on.
Yeah, Boyles comes in with 10 points, and again, Kashmir to Lowry with a quick 8 points here in the second half.
That's what happens when you hit 2 threes and you came into the second half with 2. You now have 8. Those points can mount up in a hurry. It is David Lang passing over. It is Damon Grip down the left baseline to Jake Taylor, trying an underhand pass for David Lang. And the Tyrone bench is saying the reason that pass went that far away was it got tipped by Central. The officials did not see it that way, so it will be Central basketball. And it's Eli Lingenfelder between the circles. Goes to Seth Bean, then to Boyles, to Lowry, back out to Boyles between the circles. Here's Lingenfelder for 3 from the right wing, won't fall, rebound, fought for, tipped into the corner, nice save by Lucas too. Blaine Hoover. Now Damon Grip down the right side. He forced his will on that one for sure.
That's when he's at his best, hard off the glass, and nobody was getting in front of him.
Hard to the basket as well. Man, oh man. 56-49, 7-point Tyrone lead. Devin Boyles with the basketball. Hands it to Eli Lingenfelder on the right baseline. Dribbles out, right wing, now starts down, stops at the foul line. Nice pass. Seth Bean says thank you very much and converts that one, as Bean now has 4 on the night. And it's a 5-point Tyrone lead. This is going right down to the wire. 4:40 left to go in it.
Keeping it close.
David Lang to Blaine Hoover, right wing. Brandon Lucas, left elbow. Cortland Rhodes, right elbow. Nice shot by Cortland Rhodes as he gets his first points of the second half and now has 8 on the night. Made a couple of threes in the first half, and now that 2 here, and a big one. Puts Tyrone back up by 7. 4:15 left to go. Boyles penetrates on the right baseline, won't fall. Brandon Lucas almost had the rebound, had it stripped away, and a 3-point attempt. Nope, it's a 2. That's what I was thinking too.
Long
Kashmir
2.
Lowry.
Yeah, he was just inside the perimeter.
But it was a nice turnover in favor of Central to cut that lead down to 4. It's 58-54 in favor of Tyrone with 4:07 left to go. And a 30-second timeout was called by Central.
Just an exciting game here to open up the season with both these teams doing very well last year, in league play.
Well, you'd have to say there's a lot of pent-up energy between these two squads. I mean, normally you're doing this stuff like, November, you know?
Exactly.
So, it's kind of tough to wait for basically 2.5 months for something that you normally get to do a lot earlier.
Yeah, normally we'd be at mid-schedule and we'd really know these teams and stats and everything, but it's opening night, and like we told everybody, we're just happy to be here bringing you this kind of sports activity here from the Tyrone Area High School.
All right, to inbound, it will be Landon DeHaas. 4:07 remaining in the game, and Tyrone up by 5, 58-53. DeHaas brings the ball over the midcourt stripe, guarded by Lowry. Right wing, and then kicks it out. Top of the key 3 for Grip, won't fall. And a battle for the rebound. It's controlled by Tyrone, and a nice little jumper by Cortland Rhodes. He's the benefactor of that getting batted around, and he converts.
Scoop it to me, Rhodes for 2.
60-53, Tyrone goes back up by 7. 3:39 left to go in the game. Lingenfelder to Klotz. Hunter Klotz on the right wing into the right corner for Bean. Seth Bean goes back to Eli Lingenfelder. Lingenfelder then to Boyles, and that was tipped from behind by Brandon Lucas, and a quick whistle, and it would appear as though Brandon Lucas has picked up his actually they called that one on Damon Grip.
His first foul
His first foul of the night, so
yeah.
It would have only been the second on Lucas. He only has 1 to this point. And it is DeHaas that has 3. Tyrone with 3 in the second half. Central with 6. Inbound play from Klotz to Lingenfelder. Eli dribbles between the circles. Coming out to take the pass, Hunter Smith. Smith has had a great second half. Tries the layup, won't fall from the left side. Lucas with the basketball, burns it up the floor, stops on the baseline on the left side. It's DeHaas at the top of the key, loses the dribble, and it kicks it right into the hands of Eli Lingenfelder. Takes it back the other way, converts. And once again, here come the Scarlet Dragons, down by 5. Tyrone 60 and Central 55. Damon Grip with the basketball out here deep on the right wing. Hunter Smith guarding him, goes right around him all the way to the hole, up and in. Tried to get some help there from Lowry, but couldn't catch up.
Yeah, very few people are going to be able to guard that when he's driving to the basket.
It's Casimir Lowry, and he kicks it down in the left baseline. No room for Klotz to work. Lingenfelder guarded by Hoover. And he goes to Klotz, guarded by Grip. Double team there, landed to Haas joining in. And a foul is called. Almost looked like a ball carry by Lowry, but the foul gets called instead. It's on DeHaas. That'll be his 4th. Foul on the floor, so it'll be an inbound play for Central. Tyrone just picking up their 4th foul of the second half. Jake Taylor will come in, and that may be the last time tonight that Landon DeHaas sees the floor now that he has 4 fouls. Jake Taylor comes in. Klotz looks around, goes to Kling. Leighton Kling with the basketball, dribbles over toward the midcourt circle, continues on, makes a pass. Casimir Lowry with the basketball. Right wing starts down toward the basket, lays it up and in.
It's a good move to the hoop by Lowry.
He's also got that, when he's determined, he's headed there. There's no doubt about it. With the basketball then, Jake Taylor, spin move around Lingenfelder. Lucas down inside on the baseline. Damon Grip turns and puts it up and in. And Damon Grip now with 25 of the Tyrone 64. There's a three-pointer from Eli Lingenfelder.
That was from way out on top of the key, and he brings it within 4.
That was from about Bake Shop Bakes, if you're familiar with downtown Tyrone.
Yeah, and he's got 10 points on the evening.
So it's 64-60 after that made 3 by Eli Lingenfelder. He had 5 points in the first half, and those came in the first quarter, and he now has 7 here in the second half, and those have all come here in the fourth quarter. So I guess if you're going to save them up, that's the way to do it.
Save some good ones.
Yeah. Make them when they count.
Yeah.
And right now he's definitely making them count.
Well, as we said, every possession highly contested. 1 minute and 39 seconds left to go in the contest. It's a 4-point margin for the Golden Eagles.
All right, inbounding the ball, Blaine Hoover up to the midcourt stripe, and Cortland Rhodes takes it across, goes down the lane to Lucas, and then out to Grip. Right wing 3, Damon Grip.
Just deadly from out there. Grip's got 28 on the evening right now.
The lefty likes the right side. Eli Lingenfelder, right wing, down inside. Boyle spin move. What a touch on the basketball. Wow. Nice shot by Boyles, and it's 67-62. When you think the Golden Eagles may be on a run that could make this comfortable, Central comes up with an answer. Down to 1 minute left to go in the game. Tyrone up by 5, 67-62. Cortland Rhodes with the basketball. Starts toward the right corner, gets double teamed, gets poked in the eye, I think. Makes a pass to Blaine Hoover, and then Central decides that they got to come out and change the pace of things and foul Blaine Hoover. Casimir Lowry is set to re-enter the game for Central. And that foul on Klotz is 4th.
Rhodes still shaking off that poke to the eye, the nose, and it happens so quick.
Yes.
Very sensitive area up there.
Yes, it is. So Blaine Hoover. Usually Mr. Reliable, and he still is.
A little icing on the cake for Hoover with 52.7 seconds left in the contest.
Hoover has 4 on the scoreboard, but he's contributed a lot as he does every game he plays for the Golden Eagles. He goes 2 for 2 from the line and makes it a 7-point Tyrone lead. Casimir Lowry. They need to get it up the floor quickly, down by 7. Lowry tried the Euro step, and that was one step too many, as that is a travel.
That was the Euro or the moon hop or whatever you want to call it. Not happening on the court tonight, Dave.
All right, back into the game, Hunter Smith. And it's Lowry standing over there now, ready to go back in at a moment's notice. Blaine Hoover gets it into Damon Grip, gets by Hunter Smith. Stops at the top of the key, makes a pass on the left baseline. Brandon Lucas can't convert. Eli Lingenfelder back the other way. Goes all the way to the hole. What a beautiful shot by
nice
Eli
job to the
Lingenfelder.
basket. Yeah, he could have given that up, but it would have taken more time off the clock.
And he was able to suspend himself in midair. It's always enjoyable to watch that.
That's that 1 second hang time.
And he played it out to the max. So it's a 5-point Tyrone lead with 33.5 left to go. And that's, yes, enough time for Central to come back and tie this thing up. I will say there's been an excellent effort by Tyrone here in the fourth quarter because they've limited the amount of runs that Central has been able to make and have been able to get a somewhat, I don't know that any lead in this game would have been comfortable, but somewhat comfortable lead.
Well, and Coach Grip taking control, calling these timeouts as well, managing the team on opening night and managing these players. You know, that instruction going on. And so we're set. 33.5 seconds left. Our score is 69-64. Golden Eagles on top.
Gotta love it when your season starts out with a nice game like this. It tells you a lot about your team right out of the gate.
Well, and we expected that cohesiveness and, from the Golden Eagles. They've been playing together for a long time as the nucleus of this team.
Blaine Hoover to inbound underneath the Central basket. On the right side of the key, gets it in. Jake Taylor up the floor, stops, pass ahead. Cortland Rhodes all alone, lays it up and in.
And he even used the left hand. Proper form by Cortland Rhodes.
Yes, he did. All right. 3-point attempt. Hunter Klotz won't go. It's Smith with the rebound. Goes out. Eli Lingenfelder for 3. 71-64. Tyrone with the lead. And Klotz gets a rebound and tries to put it back up and draws a foul. And that gets called on Damon Grip. And for Damon, that is just his second.
Klotz will go to the line for 2. Traditional.
Fouled in the act of shooting. And he misses the first one. And I would say right now that the effort that Hunter Klotz has put into this game, he may be a bit spent.
Yeah, he's definitely carried them on their back. Second one up and in for Hunter Klotz.
So he goes 1 for 2 in that trip to the foul line. And Cortland Rhodes positioning himself at midcourt, and George Grip calls a 30-second timeout, I believe. Nope, it's a full. Okay. So with the score 71-65, Tyrone needs to get the ball up the floor basically and just kind of hold it there. You know, the old four corners may come back again. But one of the things that's impressive about this game is the lack of fouls, because you're looking at, right now, Tyrone, if they're fouled on the floor, would get to shoot a one-on-one. But Tyrone still has 2 to give. And so it's just low foul count for the entire night for these two teams. And maybe it's the, not getting out on the floor and making some of the mistakes that you're guilty of in an early season game. And it's like, I'm sure with the amount of practices they've had or been able to attempt to have, they have a lot of that burned out at this point. It's all business.
Yeah, it's a controlled environment and very well done by both teams here on opening night. Very hard-fought contest.
12.7 remaining on the clock. Second horn out of the timeout, and Blaine Hoover will inbound from the right side of the key underneath the Central basket. Goes into Rhodes, back to Hoover, and Hoover tried to dribble quickly up the floor, and Hunter Smith said, "You're one of the guys that coach told me to foul." foul him at your own risk.
Smith's had a good night too. 6'3" freshman, put together. He's a solid young man,
Yes,
and
he
he's
is.
just going to get better. I see a tight end or defensive end there on number 5 there for the football team.
Indeed. Always with the football mentality, ladies and gentlemen, Lou Seidel.
It's something you grow up with.
There's Blaine Hoover with the first of 2. I'm sorry, the first of the 1-on-1, so he will get 2 in the end.
And he's another one. You just can't talk about how big he plays.
Misses the second, but Tyrone is up by 7 with 8 seconds left to go. 4 seconds left to go. Lingenfelder tried to pass, gets tipped out of bounds by Cortland Rhodes. 1.4 remaining on the clock, Central to inbound. Tyrone can just let whatever happens happen. It's going to be Lingenfelder out of the right corner for 3. It's short, and that will set the final score. Tyrone wins their opening game of the season by a final of 72-65 over the Central Scarlet Dragons. We'll come back and talk a little bit about this game and maybe review some of the scoring that we had in it. We'll do that after this timeout. You're listening to Tyrone Golden Eagle basketball. It is on 96.9 and 100.